Acura has refreshed the TLX for 2024, and we're going to go over all the additions and subtractions in this video. I also have updated information about the TLX that was released after I recorded this video, so I'll be interjecting at some points. So starting with the front of the vehicle for the A-spec, the biggest changes that we can see are that they incorporated the frameless diamond pentagon grille here, similar to what we see on the Integra. The inside of the grille has some of these intricate lines running through them. It makes the grille just look a little bit open, in my opinion. Moving to the wheels, the Type S and the A-spec share the same wheel design. To me, they're kind of reminiscent of the Accord Sport. For the A-spec, they're 19-inch in design, finished in shark gray. And for the Type S, they're 20 inches and finished in Berlina black. I just like this wheel design for the Type S. I just think it makes it look a little bit cheaper and not as special and exclusive compared to an A-spec, because the new wheels are the same as the A-spec, just in a larger and darker color. And I think the previous wheel design for the 2023 models just looked a little bit more special than what is offered here. On top of this, they're going to be removing the wheel and tire package. The Y-spoke wheels still exist from the wheel and tire package, but they're available as an option in a copper finish, similar to the PMC edition. And why copper, I don't know, because in my opinion, you're sort of limiting your color choices here. For example, copper on Tiger Eye Pearl or copper on Performance Red is not the best combination. In just my opinion, there's no need to fix what was broken here. On top of this, Acura will likely charge a little bit more for the wheels for the obvious reason, because with the wheel and tire package, you're replacing the wheel and tire package. But with these, I think you're adding on top of the wheels that come standard here. So it's definitely going to be more as a dealer option. And I was right. If you want the wheels, it's $2,309. If you want them with summer tires, meaning that it's the wheel and tire package but with a different color wheel, that'll be a whopping $3,417. So you're essentially getting a worse looking wheel and being charged $1,500 more for just the wheels alone. Good job, Acura. If we move to the rear of the A-spec, we get these new large dual round exhaust. I actually like this change a lot, and it gives up vibes similar to the previous gen TLX A-spec, which is nice. There's also a new gloss black spoiler for the Apex. I think they tried to go for a mini TLX vibe here, but I'm not really digging it as much. In the pictures, it looks a bit smaller than the previous generation the previous year's A-spec, and it just doesn't look as filled out because of the reduction in height. The only change for the tech package seems to be a new wheel color. The design itself seems to be the same as the previous model. Moving into the interior, gone are the analog gauges in favor of the digital variant straight from the Acura NDX. This one might be a little controversial here because some people don't like the old-fashioned gauges, and some are saying that the NDX gauges aren't that great, but some are going to like this, of course. The TLX also is going to get the NDX's 12-inch infotainment system, meaning that the Acura touchpad is here to stay. They did not add a touchscreen in addition to the touchpad, so that might be a letdown for some people who wanted something more here. There will be wireless CarPlay and wireless Apple Android Auto. There'll also be new USB-C ports, both front and rear, and there'll also be a new key fob with standard remote starts. Acura has improved safety as well with their Acura Watch system with a new front single lens sensor camera with a wider 90-degree field of view. This is up from 50 degrees from last year's model, and a new grill-mounted millimeter wave radar behind the Acura logo. And this is up to 120 degrees field of view, and that is up from 50 for the 2023 version. In the rear, the blind spot monitoring system's radar range has increased to up to 82 feet, enabling lane change alert, which basically tells you if a vehicle is approaching from behind in adjacent lanes. There's also going to be a new standard seatbelt reminder system. These are changes for all the TLX models, but stepping into specific packages, we have 3 packages here. The first is going to be the tech package, which is going to be front-wheel drive only. Then we have the A-spec and the Type S. Both of these are going to be all-wheel drive. This means that the base trim is gone, meaning that the entry into the TLX lineup will likely be at around $45,000. This also means that the advanced trim is gone, meaning that the following features are now gone from any TLX that is not a Type S. That is a lot of features for a luxury automaker to remove. An Acura Touring, for context, is literally better equipped in some ways when compared to the TLX A-spec, so it's kind of disappointing. The only way to get most of the content from the TLX Advanced package is to now get the Type S package, because that is getting the surround view camera, which has a higher resolution. I'm assuming this is going to apply to the backup cameras as well, probably for all trims. And there's also going to be a 10.5-inch color heads-up display added as well. Just to put it into perspective, the advanced package was only $2,250 more than the A-spec, so the price difference was fairly reasonable for the amount of goodies that you got here. To get to the Type S over the A-spec, you'll have to spend an additional $6,750. And keep in mind, this number will likely be over $7,000 because once we get pricing, because the Type S is of course adding new content. The TLX A-spec is also going to receive updates to reduce road noise, which is nice. And this is going to be thicker carpet, new front fender liners, wheel insulators, B-pillar and door insulators. And to further reduce wind noise, the front doors now have acoustic glass, which is nice. And in addition, they made some enhancements to the active sound control, which is a nice feature as well. The only issue I have is that this should probably be added to the Type S model at the very least. I get that it's supposed to be more performance, but at the same time, it's a boat, so, you know, what's a few more pounds here and there? And to be honest, they should have probably included this in the A-spec. Moving on to colors. For the technology package, you're going to lose modern steel metallic here in favor of liquid carbon metallic. It looks a little darker in these photos here. For your interior colors, Acura cheaped out a bit because only black is available and Orchid is available on one of the colors as well. But in 2023, you had 3 color options for this vehicle, so it's kind of disappointing to see that removed here. Moving on to the A-spec package. Again, modern steel is replaced with urban gray this time, which is also the color option for the Honda Accord. It's a little bit lighter than the color it's replacing. The other biggest change is quite a confusing one. They dropped ebony and red options for the Apex Blue Pearl in exchange for Orchid, which is an awful option in my opinion. This means no more Spider-Man TLXs, following the trends such as the ILX to the Integra. But if you had to save money and just choose one color for your interior options, it should have been black, because the white of the Orchid is just a little harder to maintain, and I don't think it works as well with the blue in my opinion, especially if you have kids. The Type S is the same as the A-spec with the addition of the Tiger Eye Pearl. Again, they chose Orchid here for whatever reason over black. Personally, I think black and yellow is the better combination. Yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. For Majestic Black Pearl, they removed the Red Sea options, which is available on the A-spec, which kind of sucks in my opinion. Colors are down, but prices are up for the TLX all around. The tech package is up to $46,195. That's a $950 increase compared to the 2023 model. The A-spec has risen to $51,195, a $1,000 increase. The Type S is now expensive, $58,195, a $1,250 increase. Personally, I think the Type S and the A-spec are kind of expensive for what they are, but personally, I think there's a few disappointments here. I think the minor improvements made to the grille, the rear, and the interior are all nice, but I'm a bit let down by the removal of the advanced trim, the new wheels for the Type S model, and also less color combinations for that interior in general. That being said, it sort of makes sense here because of as of October, the TLX has only sold 13,000 units. In my opinion, it just doesn't offer enough over some Honda products. For example, if the 2-liter Accord was still a thing, I'd probably pick that every day over the TLX. But I think it appeals to a niche buyer. It seems that Acura may be slowly phasing out the TLX due to its poor performance and the Integra's overall success. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think down below in that comment section, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace.